His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say it, I am strong, oh yes. Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Oh, we give you thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. Sing it, Rachel.
My Jesus, my Savior, Lord, there is none like you. All of my days, I want to praise the wonders of your mighty love. My comfort, my shelter, tower of refuge and strength. Let every breath, all that I am, never cease to worship you.
Shout to the Lord, all the earth. Let us sing. Power and majesty, praise to the King. Mountains bow down and the sea.
Can you all read all of it? Can you all see?
Somebody has to read. Whoever presented, they should come and read.
Yeah, either that or what I'm thinking in terms of is if they can really see all of it, let's pick out the common ones, common thread between the three. Common threads, as you see it, we can identify it. Somebody who has a good eyesight can identify it eventually. But this group, did you all identify it and prioritize it, or is this all that you said? Yeah, then it's not priority. That was the whole purpose of the process. I have wanted you all to prioritize among this the top 5, top 6. See, otherwise it's meaningless. We cannot really look at all the aspects of it. I want to look at all the common ones here.
What is this newspaper, this paper, apart from Glasgow?
Those are points to think about. Discussion.
Those are not.
These are topics to think about when they discuss.
What's that?
Summarize. They're asking to be summarized.
Yeah, please. Whoever that group was, if you can do that, highlight, the top 6 or top 10, whatever you want to do.
So the common thing is infrastructure.
Yeah, if you have it already, then let them do that. We'll allow them to do it. Meanwhile, you can absorb this. Now, in this group, did you prioritize? Did you prioritize, or these are all the things that you did? Again, if we haven't prioritized, come back and prioritize. This is okay. So, which is your? Is this in order of priority? Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it'll be helpful that way. This? Yeah, I can see the number. Yeah, that's why I didn't ask you. You got the message. I think that's how I want those two.
Mount Carmel did do good homework. Yeah, second one.
Yeah.
HR.
We can follow this, because they are related issues which we can put under one head. No, just identify quickly. You put 1, 2, 3 number. Or you can just write 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, it will take time. That is better. 1, 2, 3.
Some of them will be similar too. So yeah, I go in.
Then we have our session and what we want. See, see, none of the people here talked about nursing administrators here. We didn't give them any credit to. I think I want to give you credit. You know why? Guess who was a nurse before? Yes. See, she opened her mouth and said, "Oh, this fellow?" Yes. You know, I was in Newsweek, 1958, before many of you were born, right? But still, I'm not old enough. I'm only 35. Yeah? Do I look like a senior citizen? No, not at all. Oh, thank you, thank you. Will you all give me...
No wonder you'll be coming back.
The man has lived in US, so he got that language. Yes, I was there in Newsweek, 1958. I was telling some friends in the room just a few minutes ago. I don't think the place is, who's from Newsweek now? Okay. You know, I don't know what places you have. I think I saw some pictures. We used to have what you call Simmons ward. I don't think it's Greek to you because you don't know what it is. It used to be asbestos sheet roof, not taller than this, it's about that height. We'll be doing dressing and we'll have crows flying through from one end to the other end. That was a pathetic condition that we learned from. So that's why I gave up nursing and went into something else. Would you blame me for it? Are you happy I changed it? The guys are saying, I'm glad you changed it. Yes, I think you folks don't get enough recognition. I think I want to give you the recognition. Not because I was, but you play a very important role. The financial fellows will tell you money, money, money. The doctor will say, I'm it. But nurses are the one who really care for the patients. Right? Right. Let the guys say amen. Yeah. See, I made them agree to that, right?
Our superintendent name itself money, sir.
But they don't give you respect, right? Yeah. I think it's a team. One of the things that I put stipulated and invited you all was for that purpose. That's why I said, I'm sorry I didn't give you enough emphasis ahead of time. But it's equal importance, or more important, that, again, the nurses touch. But more important than that, what I found in my experience in all these years, you know, the best spokespeople for the hospital is the housekeepers. Would you believe that? The housekeepers. Because they'll be cleaning, the patients will be, nurses will come in and out. But they are the ones who spend the most time in the room with the patient area. So they have conversations, patients. So they are your salespeople. Hospital administrators, doctors, remember that. That's the reality. Because they are always there. And they are looked at as in the lowest of the totem pole. But they are the people who can speak well of you and your thing. They'll say, you know, these people are really good. You know, they treat me really good. See, those are the words that patients take back. So how you treat people also is so very important. You can have all the titles. They may not have the titles, but they are your spokespeople. Okay, are we ready here? Yes. Now can you all read? Okay.
They want to
project it?
project on
Okay, I'll wait. So you want me to you want me to shoot breeze for a while then? You want me to keep pep talk?
because they can't read from there.
Yeah. Can I talk about the division officers now? Oh yes? Whoa. See, that is the more revered. No, I don't know what else to say. Revered about what? Position, title. Keep saying. I mean, they like to hear it. Come on. You know, don't you admire they initiated this meeting so that they can see all of you? Yes. Right? See, now he has all your numbers. You didn't realize why he called you all. Now you know how to get after you and get rid of you.
Sir, bad people should be pushed out of the bus. And good people should
Get on the bus.
get into the bus.
Well, do you want...
Bad people doesn't have destination.
Let them go anywhere they want.
Yes, I was just going to say, do you want him as the driver? Yes, some are saying, yes. I don't know how to take it, you know. See, I'm an American now, okay? I'm an American, so whenever I come here with Americans traveling with me, they'll say, Mr. Abraham, you know, when you come to India, suddenly you get into the hotel and you're talking to people, you're moving your head all the time. And, you know, we get it when you say this or this. But when you say this, what do you mean? Come, talk. Come. So that's what I was saying. You know, some were saying, yes. So I was...
Let me share one joke. In the bus, we have ticket conductor. He was on duty. He got down. The same day, he had a marriage. So marriage was over. They will have first night. So,
Now it's getting...
so he was sent to the room. By the time bride enters into the room, he got into sleep. And the bus conductor always asks the passengers, change for the ticket. So he was sleeping. He went into deep sleep. The wife came, the newly wedded wife came with the milk, a glass of milk. Andy, not getting up. Andy, not getting up. So it is a cot little high. First night, no, they prepare nice cot with flowers and all. And she has to get into the cot. She was asking, Andy, can I get into the cot? Andy, can I climb? Andy, can I climb? In his sleep, he asked her, do you have change?
See, you know, I have a reputation for getting good people to tell good jokes. So isn't that nice? That I get the best out of the people. I always have a tendency to do that. So give me an applause. I mean, a round of applause. Yeah, I'm glad we all are having fun. I think you all are going to miss me quite a bit. So in your sleep, you'll say more, say more, say more. No, not only that, give me, you know, right? I think we are having a wonderful time. I'm going to miss you all but we'll plan, you know. I think, you know, we have one gentleman here, he always looks at me strange. Can I introduce him to you? Yes, the man who looks at me strange. Yeah, Dr. Fred Oman. Please stand up. Yeah, he's the guy who looks at me very strange all the time. So I want you all to come up with a solution. I have a request to all of you. See, I have a burden to baptize him into our faith. But he's not one of our faith people. But he has a different faith. But he seems to believe the same God I worship. So should I baptize him? I should?
Don't tell Modi.
Modi? But see, I cannot, see, they will disfellowship me from the church. I am not a pastor to baptize him.
You did hesitate when Philip took it.
Yeah? He didn't go through ordination, right? How many of you believe in women's ordination in this room?
Let me see those.
I think I disqualify all of you women. I give up on you. Give up on you. You all should be leaders. You should be baptizing people. You should be church leaders. You know, I tell people, you know, I know this is a very controversial issue. And I love to talk about controversy and create controversy if there is none. I'm good at it. See, I'm surprised. See, you listen to my daughter and you don't believe she's equal to me or better than me? Yeah. I gave you introduction about my wife. Isn't she better? She's serving the church more than I do? Yeah. But still, why can't they be better leaders in the church? Think about it. I wish the Southern Asia division will promote and say, no, after North American division, we'll be the first ones to ordain women.
Southern Asia, it is not possible.
Southern Asia is not possible because the women don't want to be.
Sir, we have a culture.
See, my mother did more work than my father, in a sense. I'll tell you an experience. Oh, we are ready to, no, not yet. When my mother passed away in 1991, 2 days later we had a memorial service. We had about 300 people from the town. A lot of them were non-Adventists. So there was a time that they gave for testimonials. Women were standing up and saying, she used to come visit, even though she had temperature, she would just come and pray for my child. And they were all standing up and saying those things. So when I really say that, she was a better minister. We are stuck with a title, you know, but she was a better minister. So I think that's where the reality strikes. So anyway. No, they are not ready yet. Yeah, enter the way it was. So that's the best way. Don't abbreviate it. Because last time that's what happened. Looks like our preacher left. He didn't want to, maybe it was too much for him. But, you know, you want me to continue about women's ordination? I mean, no, they say no.
When it has to come, let it come.
Yeah, by itself. Let's not push it. Eh? See, I can say what I want because I won't live here anyway, right?
Nobody will hold you.
But only thing is, please don't put a notice, to home ministry and say we don't want this guy coming back. You know, your people did that to me one time. You want to know the story? I was invited to come as associate director of CMC Hospital in 1980. Through the general conference, they placed a call. You know the President Narayan, who used to be? He was the ambassador there. So he knew I was planning to come back. So about 6 months or 8 months later, he said, "You're still here, you haven't gone?" So I said, "Yes, I'm here. I haven't heard from them." "Okay, let me find out what's going on." 2 days later, he called me back and said, "Guess what? They are questioning because you are an American citizen." Then he also found out there were about half a dozen letters that went from Bangalore Hospital saying, "Why do you want to bring an American here?" Because these were the fellows selling things. The shipments that were coming as gifts, they were selling them even while it was en route. So your people,
You should have sent them your photos, sir.
you think it'll be worse because it'll be worse because they'll think I'm an African. back home what I used to do.
Yes, we can start with the whiteboards. They're ready to display. Whiteboards are ready to display.
No, but it's, yeah, but they couldn't see from. Yeah, we lost so much time because we had that.
Once you start, so sentiments are same.
Similar, right? Yeah, yeah. That's what I want to point out visually. I think we all get the point there. Is the best you can do. The five, the middle one, the fifth factor? Yeah, push it up a little bit, yeah. Okay, yeah, can you all read now? Okay. Do you see any common thread between the three? Okay, yeah. See, this is usually the expectation when you have a group like this. There will be more things common than different from each other because you work for the same kind of a structure. Now, what is really looking at it as the major one among all this you really see in way of a priority, what do you see as number one? Human resource. That's what I'm seeing. Human resources and the policies related to it. Okay, that is the first. So can somebody write it down as I'm doing it, number one? Okay, yeah, you keep that, yeah. Number one, human resources related to all the explanations, please just look through it. All the things that are, because you're going to discuss it later based on this. So just see all the aspects of human resource that you find here that they're talking about. I'll give you a minute to do that. Then we'll move to the second. You have policies, you have conflicts, you have underperforming workers. These are all human resource, right? So make a mental picture of all the issues related to home health, for HR. That's the number one. What will be number two? And some of you, but look at all three. Do you all agree infrastructure or how many of you think it's infrastructure? Only the men on this side on what? Policies are HR. Do everybody feel like it's infrastructure? That side, nobody's looking. Right, left side, are you all looking at your computers? No, they're still... Do you all have any idea what number two should be? They're not even looking. Do you all think number two is infrastructure? Who are the finance people? Only one or two? Okay, infrastructure goes as number two. Okay, number three. Finance is what is finance? Yeah.
Finance, local management has to generate, sir. Infrastructure, all general what?
What is number three? Again, I'm not hearing proper answer.
governance, transparency, accountability.
Those relate to policies? And those relate to human resources? Okay, so that's number two. Number three, that's number one, yeah. Number three, we are still looking at. Please speak up.
Competition.
I see more of a financial management. I see as financial management. See, lack of funds is not an issue to talk about. Lack of finance is not an issue. Management of finance, I think that is the weakness.
There's more transparency and faithfulness.
That's an explanation, but I'm saying that's the issue, right? Finance is a third issue.
Governance issues, sir.
Governance of what?
Money comes in, how do we spend that money? Who's responsible?
Yeah, it's a financial management, yeah. Okay, number three, financial management. Number four.
Reporting, audits.
Do you have any issues with oversight? Oversight meaning, do you know who your boss is? And what kind of support you get from the bosses? You're shaking this way and that way. I don't understand what it is. But you, speak up. I want to hear you guys. See, the whole idea is for us all to talk. I'm trying to really get you to talk. Don't keep looking down, but speak to me. Let everybody hear what you're thinking. When you say finance, what do you think? When you say policies, what do you think? Speak up.
So we have once in a year, we have a meeting, a board meeting where all the leaders come and we meet and discuss things. But after that, there is no connection and no follow-up on what has been discussed, what is being done and all that stuff.
Give him the mic. I think can somebody give him a mic? Be prepared to say more for the next point. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, we have meetings. We have board meetings where the leaders come and the hospital administration meet together and discuss issues. But it's more or less like just we are reporting what we want them to know, and that just gets passed. There is no scrutiny or there is no checking what is the real situation there, and that is also once a year. And there is no follow-up of the plans that are presented there. What is happening, what has happened, all that.
Okay. I'm glad you spoke up. Okay. Anybody else? Any comment on it? How often is it a regularly scheduled, how often do you have board meetings? Only once a year? That's a shame. Yeah, see, when you have operating entities, you don't really have a board meeting once a year to do that. It should be much, at least once a quarter, because that's the only way you can have any kind of a gauging of what's happening. If you need to improve, if you wait for a year to increase your financial status, already you have lost time. And also, I think your board meetings, at least I have attended maybe one. That's all I have seen. But it's more of a reporting and who all are going to retire, who all are going to do this. Do you agree? We say yes. Okay, budget is presented, yes, that's it. But the scrutiny is not there, unless I'm only talking with one. But where is the scrutiny coming from? Do you really make and say by certain in 3 months you have to improve? These are the things we as a board expect you to do. There's nothing like that. That's what I'm hearing. And I think that's a downside. That itself is an indication your system doesn't work. Your system doesn't work. That's my simple. If somebody wants to question me on that, please speak up.
It has always been this way, sir. How can you say system doesn't work?
No, but you know your outcome. If the system works, your outcome will be different. How many of you have a positive balance sheet every time you present to the board meeting? How many hospitals are represented here? The finance person from each hospital, stand up. Yeah, stand up. Let's see. Yeah, I think you all need to see. Okay. How many of your how many of you have a positive outcome when you make a presentation to the board? How many? 2 hospitals? 3?
From Waterbolam Hospital, we have positives.
Oh, okay. So you all have positive financial.
This has positive Pune, Vattapalam, and Jinjal, and Aizawl. Only these.
Sir, can you ask what is divided into positive?
And Bangalore. Bangalore. These hospitals have, but others, there are deficit budgets. There are deficit budgets, and with the deficits, we approve. And I want to tell you, some of the hospitals have a very low range. Some of the hospitals, I should say, I feel ashamed to be the chair when we sit in the board. Some of the hospitals have very low norm, 14,000 now. Shame to Southern Asia Division. 14,000 norm when we are taking 20,500 now. So, but Pune Hospital, Vattapalam Hospital, and Bangalore Hospital, Janjal, and Aizawl Hospital, they are taking their norm, 20,500.
Okay.
But others, like Simla, like Hapur, they don't have norm, maybe 14,000 or 15,000. So my burden is how can we raise these
Yeah,
hospitals?
yeah, that will come up. I think also, how many of you have surplus budget? Okay, how much do you have for capital improvement? No, I'm not talking about college. Hospital, what do you have?
More than 50 lakhs.
Yeah, what is your annual budget?
6.5 crore.
Okay, so that's not enough for your capital improvement. Okay, so none of you are really financially solvent to the point where you need to really have capital improvement. See, but you're not maintaining your books the way the financial books should be maintained, because you have to have a lot more of a, yeah, okay. So we will talk about it. See, they'll come up with a plan how to improve. Good. Now are you understanding where I'm coming from? I hope you are. Okay. Okay, what's the next? Have you all thought about next one?
Sir, I want to know what is a political influence?
What they mean by it?
What do you mean by political influence? I don't know who has, I think it is in first group. What do you mean by political influence? Is it an obstacle for our growth, or is it influencing the workers not to perform well? What is a political influence? Can somebody tell?
Sir, in Shimla there are 2 issues.
In our hospital, there are two issues, political issues. One is there are some of our workers who are discontent with us. They have left the organization, and they work with the local political government, elected MLAs and all. They feed wrong information, and they take their side because they get their votes. And they directly talk to these administrative bodies which are supposed to approve our certifications and licenses, and they get unduly delayed because of these influences. That is number one. Number two is many of our hospitals are empaneled with the government, where the government pays for, we give free treatment to the patient, government pays us later. But that payment is delayed by months, sometimes up to years, sometimes still not clear. Many hospitals have been even shut down because they have not received the dues.
Sir, to be very frank with you, Simla Hospital should be treated as a special one. Cannot be treated with other hospitals. That is a specimen in biological term. This can be a case study. So this is entirely different. They are suffering for the last many years with the political, and the workers are disgruntled, and they file cases, and the medical trust has to attend the court case. See, this has to be treated and studied and dealt separately.
I see.
Dr. Sam is not on the group which wrote political influence. So what is the...
Sam is in the second group or first group? Then who has written political? Sam, you are drifting yourself to other group.
Government policies, the last one, sir.
Government policies. Okay, policies are different from politics. Okay, Kamalakar.
Respected sir, the problem what we are facing now in political influence is, all this while we were a bit of a secular type of a country, but now we are more going into the religious part. So this religious part is affecting us when suppose a patient dies in the hospital and there is some pending bills. So there comes group of people try to influence saying that, okay, you are such and such hospital. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. So that is the political influence which is getting bothered many times, sir. Any patient who dies in the hospital, we have so many problems. That is a political influence, sir.
Okay,
actually.
but political influence is not affecting our work. It is not affecting our work. When a patient dies, in fact, in Pune we had one case. In Pune we had one case. Let us advantage, let us not retaliate for religion. Let us support the government and respect all religions. Respect all religions and support the government. Don't ever retaliate to the government and to the religions. Sometimes we have to endure affliction. We have to endure any kind of things that will put us down. So, political influence will not disturb our work. Yes, sir. Next one.
Yeah. So, somebody said limited board meetings here. I mean, you want to expound on it? I already found, you got my drift. Have to really look at that part.
Sir, I also want to have a discussion on underperforming workers.
That's a human resource. I think they'll come back to us.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll
okay.
come back with the next. Yeah.
So, the policies related to underperforming
Right.
workers. See, what kind of policy we have to amend? What kind of policies are coming on our way for our growth?
Yeah.
So you can mention.
That's what
because
they'll come up with. Yeah.
you can mention what are the policies that are becoming a hindrance for our growth. So we will study them,
Yes.
and if it is possible, we will amend the policies.
See, that's the answer you want. You'll come back. Yeah, that's great. Well, they are listening, right? Are you happy? Yes. Yes. Okay. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. Okay. What's the next? I do see some kind of different
Sir,
Adventist doctors. What is special about Adventist doctors? I mean, why is that an issue? Tell me. Somebody articulate that to me. Who wrote that? Yeah. Somebody who wrote. Yeah. Please give her a mic.
Sir, we have very few Adventist doctors in our places. Like, when we take our newsfeed, we have only 2 Adventist doctors. And when we compare other doctors coming in and working with us, sometimes they are not committed. They look about their personal growth rather than the growth of our hospitals. If we try to bring more Adventist doctors in all the departments, then we will have a more committed doctors working for the growth of the hospitals.
Okay. All right. So Adventist doctors are special. You're saying
They feel it is their own. They feel that their own place, so they work more better.
okay.
Better concentration rather than the outside doctors who are coming in and working for us.
Okay. So let me ask you another question based on that. How many Adventist doctors were sponsored and how many are still there? Why aren't they there? How come then Adventist doctors are special? You tell me. I'm asking a question. I think you all need to really address that issue. You're saying that other doctors are not committed.
By other, mostly they're talking about
other Christian doctors or non-Christian doctors or whoever it may be, they don't get along with our policies or our Adventist belief system or lifestyle systems. They just look at it in a perspective of like a medicine, like they whatever the medical way they look. But we even add on commitment of working together, and we incorporate health education more. All other these aspects are getting neglected.
I'm fully agreeing with you. I'm not questioning your rendition of it. I'm asking a question. How many Adventist doctors, if they were that committed, how many are still remaining in the system? You tell me. Others, I'm not, you means, see, there are issues that you all are talking about. So that's what I'm saying. They are, if they are committed, why aren't they here? Yeah, please, you address that.
Yeah. Whatever Annie has said it, and when mentioned committed Adventist doctors, see, that is the fact. As per experience, that is what we are looking at. For example, even in our hospital, I'll just give you an example. That we have a lot of non-Adventists. Or if not, I'll speak about my own department. It has been for the last 30 years. And the OBG department in our hospital does really well. And we keep getting in a lot of babies. And so for us, having a strong OBG department, our pediatrics would have been really strong. And over the last 30 years, we could not take advantage of that. But that is not the solution. I feel for per se, okay, yes, we are looking at it. Now after I came in, we could make some difference. It's not about me as a team, but at the end of the day, we're just talking about Adventist doctors or committed Adventist doctors. I feel that we are not going anywhere. I feel it's about the system. It's about the individual commitment. See, if you are only focusing on Adventist committed doctors, I don't think we will have a solution. We can't produce. We don't have medical colleges. We don't have a system to produce Adventist doctors. Then where are we going? So I feel we need to develop a system, and we need to develop that kind of a commitment in our workers. That is where the structure is what is important than talking about Adventist committed doctors.
I think that's the point I was coming to. I said, we have a lot of, I'll be very frank. We just fool ourselves a lot of times. Because we are Adventists, we are super duper. We are not. We are not. We are just like anybody else. The human tendencies are such. Because we are basically selfish people. Human, that's a human. From the child, pediatrician, neonatologist, I don't know, we should ask him to write a paper. When the infant is born, and how much of selfishness is developed right at that point itself, right? So, yeah, but we also may be driving the non-Adventist physicians out of our institutions by our own terms, the way we talk, the way we treat them. How many of you see the very fact that we really do this? Because I'm extremely sensitive to this. In my early life with the hospital administration, 80% of the employees were 80% were Adventists. Now would you believe the same institution doesn't even have 10%? That's the reality, folks. That's the reality. That's what you have to face. How kind of an exemplary life do we live so that they will want to stay here with us? Instead of talking about outsiders, they are unbelievers. That's how we drive people out. So that is something that I want to really point out to you, because that's the reason I'm sensitive to that. Because we are always talking about outsiders, right? Isn't that what we talk about in our faith?